So you know who made a preemptive strike about this whistleblower's complaint at a press conference yesterday. Take a look.
They're getting hit hard on this witch hunt because when they look at the information, it's a joke. Impeachment for that? I think you should ask for VP Pence's conversation because he had a couple of conversations also. I could save you a lot of time. They're all perfect. And when you see little Adam Schiff go out and lie and stand at the mic, smart guy, by the way, stand at the mic and act like he's so serious, and then he goes into a room with Nadler and they must laugh their asses off.
Is he awake?
Did he just throw Mike Pence under the bus?
Yeah.
Did he just like lob it and then roll him like a bowling ball?
Yeah.
And then,
kind of.
I mean, what the?
Well, he has to feel the pressure and understand the gravity of this.
Right.
I've never, to my knowledge, I haven't seen Ivanka Trump tweet a lot of overtly political things, and she put a tweet out with a picture of her father saying something like, "Thank you, we love you, Mr. President," or the support for Mr. President. This feels different to a lot of people because the main question, and the show isn't nearly long enough for us to delve into this,
right.
but was there a quid pro quo that happened with President Trump's phone call with the president of the Ukraine? Did he say, in exchange for information about Joe Biden and his son, Hunter Biden, I will give you money, the money that Congress, by the way, had already approved?
Yeah.
This is the main basic question of what's going on.
Mm-hmm. Don't forget that what Michael Cohen said, that the guy...
I don't care about Michael Cohen.
Wait a second, let me make the case. Michael Cohen said that Trump speaks in code. So think of the Godfather movie. When the guy comes with whose son, the Godfather wants the Undertaker to take care of his son.
Right.
And he says, and someday there's going to be a favor I'm going to ask you. It's like that. Well, it's more like that. And that's why...
I would prefer to just be in the now. Right, because this is very serious, and I had a lot of anxiety yesterday, and I was texting with Abby all day.
Right.
I think most Americans have anxiety about what's going on because this is historically unprecedented.
Yes, it's true. But you know what? It's not that unprecedented.
No.
Because Nixon was forced to resign because of an abuse of power.
This is still different in the sense that you're talking about bartering with a foreign entity for information about a political adversary.
Well, that's the one little extra thing.
But it is still a paradigm. Please, Abby, jump in. Feel free to jump in on this.
Well, everything about his presidency is unprecedented. We haven't been here before. I think the American people are struggling right now to figure out exactly what's going on. It's frankly, I went on Twitter for 5 minutes yesterday. It felt like a war zone. It was a big mistake. The country is not in a good place politically. And you're exactly right. You got to figure out where the money part of this whole equation. And if that money was held over their head, can I just mention, though, because he threw Pence under the bus in that moment, but also Joe McGuire, who's DNI, who we've been watching all morning. Right. My heart broke for him. He has served this country for his entire life. He was in that job for like 4 days when this happened. He's now been there about 5 weeks. The exchange he had with Adam Schiff was very uncomfortable for me. He did not want to be sitting there. He didn't do anything wrong. All he said was, I followed protocol.
Well, he was supposed to hand it over. No, he was supposed to hand
You think he had a bad intention,
whistleblower's
though?
complaints over to Congress, and instead he went to the White House and to the Attorney General and said, "What should I do?"
Do you think he knowingly did that, thinking that it was the wrong thing to do?
Well, he didn't follow protocol. It said, you shall hand it over to Congress. He didn't do it.
Right before we came on, literally right as we were walking out, Adam Schiff had to clarify that in his opening statements, he had a, quote, parody of the summary of the president's transcript.
We got that.
But I, for one, I would like someone other that isn't so partisan running this, because I think the American public, at least conservatives, don't trust Adam Schiff, and this is very serious.
You know what? I don't trust any of them. I don't trust any of them.